Good morning, traders. Hope you guys are all having a great morning so far and had a great weekend. What a weekend it's been. Apparently, the Heritage Minister of Israel threatened nuclear warfare against Gaza. So that's a big development. I'll show you guys the article. In terms of economic news, there's nothing too big happening this week, but as you can see right here, where does it say? The Heritage Minister suggested nuclear weapons could be an option in the ongoing conflict with Hamas. Shortly after, the Prime Minister of Israel ended up firing that administrator, is what I'm hearing. But in terms of economic news, there's nothing too big going on this week. Fed Powell might be speaking on Wednesday, so you might get some volatility Wednesday morning. So I'd watch Wednesday morning. It can get a little choppy, maybe even into Tuesday afternoon. But that's what I'm watching in terms of news. But if you guys appreciate this content, please like, subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. So we're going to go into the foreign markets now. So here is the Asian markets. So Asian markets end up closing much higher today. It gapped up. We got to close at 17,966. The German DAX is still open at the moment. It's showing some consolidation so far. So we got an inside bar on the DAX when we're right now at 15,163. And then the British markets are relatively mixed as well. No really sure direction on that yet. So the big thing to watch, I would say, is watch for market conditions to be a little bit, I would say watch them to be on the bullish side, but choppy as well. That would make sense for the U.S. markets, considering the foreign markets action. But in terms of the big holders and where they're moving pre-market, so Tesla, right now Tesla pre-market is at, I guess it's flat. So it's at 226 flat. So on the daily, that's going to put us right here. So I would like to see if 226 gets treated as a support level or if it gets treated as resistance. If it gets treated as resistance, then watch it move down to 217. If it gets treated as support, then you could get more upside potential to 230 and 243. So that's what I'm watching on Tesla. On Apple, what I'm going to be watching there is going to be if we can close on the other side of this trend line, hold it as support, and then push up to 179. Then you can get a push up to 185 and 190 if that's the case. Now, if we end up rejecting this trend line, then watch it move down to 168 on Apple. And in terms of pre-market, I believe we're right at that trend line, or at least close to it. So we're at 177. So on the daily, that's going to put us, let's see. Yeah, so that's going to put us right here if we open at 177. So that's what I'm going to be watching on Apple. On Microsoft, let's see, in terms of pre-market action, where are we at? So 353.50. So where that's going to put us, just say hypothetically we open at 353.50. So that's going to put us right about there. So the big thing to watch on Microsoft is it's going to be if we hold 351 support, then you can get a push up to 355 and 360. If we treat it as resistance and break below it today, and watch 346 and 337 in the near future on Microsoft. On NVIDIA, I believe NVIDIA is going quite a bit higher during pre-market. Let me just make sure. So we're at 455.79. So yeah, we're really starting to rally pre-market. So let's call that 456. So that's going to put us right about here. So if we open up at that price level, watch the gap trade. So then in that case, I would watch 450.30 on NVIDIA. And if we can end up holding that level at 450, then you can get some more upside to 460 and 468. Now, if we end up rejecting that level, then I would watch a move down back to 405 on NVIDIA. Then we're going to be going over to SPY, and I'll be going over my positions I'm currently in. So the big thing on SPY is going to be to see if we can end up holding this 433. If we can hold 433 and break above 437, that's the big level. If we can break above 437 to hold down the daily, then 440 and 444 will come. But considering how many gaps we have right here, I'm looking for this gap fill trade right now because those are very high probability setups. So in terms of pre-market action, right now we're at 435.56. So let's see where that is roughly on the daily. So we'll call that right there. So yeah, I'd watch them move to 437. Rejection of 437, I would not be shocked to get a move back down to the close of this candle right here on Friday's close. I would not be shocked if you end up getting something kind of like that. But that's what I'm going to be watching on SPY. And then the position that I have right now is McDonald's, as you guys all know. Let's just see where we're moving pre-market. So pre-market, we're at 268.40 roughly. So we'll call that 268 on the daily. That's going to fall right there. So what I'm going to be watching is if we push up to 269.44, I'm going to be selling off a few shares here to take some profit. And then if we end up pushing upward, I'm expecting an upward target of 271.40 on McDonald's. If we push downwards, I would watch for 264 support. That's what I'm going to be watching on McDonald's. And that's kind of what I'm watching for today. So good luck, traders, and I appreciate you.